everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Faye and today it is time to pick our March TBR. If you watched February's TBR, there was a lot of books on there and we're not going to talk about it because it didn't happen. I got too confident with how my reading in January went and February just went downhill, so we're not going to talk about that because it didn't go well. But I am coming back into the reading mood. I think I went into a little bit of a slump there. All I want to do at the moment is read again, so hopefully March will be a bit more positive with what we're reading. And I'm just trying to think of what is definitely on my TBR. I do have some library books out, so if I get to them, that would be great. If I can put them on the TBR, that would be even better. But I think the only book that I have to read or try to read this month for Buzzword Readathon is I Hope This Finds You Well, which is a literary fiction about the workplace with a bit of a comedy aspect on it, I think. And I will have a book club pick as well, but I don't know what that is just yet. But then everything else is just sort of vibes. But I think without further ado, we should just get into picking our prompts. So I'm gonna do 5, I think, because I read 5 this month and I just think that's a good number to do. Maybe I'll do more. It's just so fun to do. And I have actually left out the prompts that I had from last month, so we're not getting repeats, and then I can just swap them over later. But let's get on with pick number 1, which is this one. I think that's upside down. I'm not sure. Nope. A friend's recommendation. Oh, I know what to do for this. I know exactly what to do for this. So for our friend recommendation, I knew it had to be One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. This has been recommended to me by my sister and also one of my great Bookstagram friends, Jess. Jess, this is like one of her favourite duologies and my sister also really enjoyed it. So I couldn't pick anything other than this because I've been saying I will read this and just haven't for quite a few months now. So this absolutely has to be the book that we pick for this one. I don't really know too much about it. Yeah, so she has something in her head, a monster, which is called the nightmare that she has to stop. I'm not too sure, but I've just heard amazing things and it's time that I finally get to it. And I'm really excited actually to be delving into this. So that's our first book on the TBR. Okay, and now prompt number 2. Is a book set during a holiday. I don't think I have any. I'm definitely not reading a Christmas book in March. I'm all for a Christmas vibe, but not in March for a book. I don't think I have any that are set during a holiday. I'm going to leave this one out. I think I had this some point last year and I couldn't use it and was meant to leave this out until it came up to a holiday season, but there's none coming up, so I don't know. We're gonna repick prompt number 2 and hopefully get one that we can fulfill this time. A book with a black cover, very standard colour prompt. I'm gonna go and have a look at my shelves and see what's speaking to me for this one. Okay, then for a book with black on the cover, a book with a black cover. Honestly, I thought there'd be a lot more options than there were, but I seem to have made my way through ones that are just black cover or it's black with another cover, another colour. And I was tempted to do Annihilation, my reread of that, so I can continue on with the series, but one of my most anticipated sequels just came in the post the other day, which is Eternal Ruin by Tegest Germer. Oh, and this is a black cover with gorgeous gold foiling on there. And this is the second book to the Immortal Dark series, and I absolutely loved the first one. It became a new favourite, and I'm just so excited to get back to this world and with our main characters Kadan and Sesenyos. Like, honestly, just thinking about it, I'm so excited. So this definitely is the right one to put on there this month, but it would mean I have a long wait until the final book, but that's fine. We can reread. So absolutely going on the TBR. We've got a bit of a gold foiling theme going on so far. So now it's time for prompt number 3, which will be this one here. Oh, it looks short. A mood read. That's a treat. That's a free pick. I can pick whatever I want. What do I want to pick for this one? So for a mood read, I have a few options whilst I was looking at my shelves. The Kindle books I was thinking about was the next book in the off-campus series, which is The Goal, which is the next one, I believe, up to where I'm at. I just finished The Score over the weekend, and oh my god, guys, that book, there's something in it. I had the time of my life reading that. But with news of the TV show coming out for the off-campus series, I thought, why not just try and finish it, the series, or at least make progress in it. And I had such a fun time, so I wanted to continue on. So I could do The Goal or The Legacy as the final book, but then a couple others caught my eye that I physically own. So first is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was one of my most anticipated reads for last year, and I just haven't yet got round to it. But I'm also a bit scared because it's broken everyone who reads it. And then House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J Maas. So this was on last month's TBR. Obviously didn't get round to it. It's a chonker, but I really want to. I just want to continue on with this series and see how I feel and try and get it wrapped up. But it's just huge. I think I'm in the mood for this more than I am for Atmosphere. So we will put this one back on the TBR, and I will probably just try and chip away at it throughout the month. Prompt number 4 is this one. I can't tell if that is upside down. A book with a pink cover, and I love a bit of pink, so this is great. I have a couple of options for this one. For a book with a pink cover, I found some options. There's quite a few on my shelves actually. So first we found Itch, which is a horror. Sticking with the horror, we've got She's Always Hungry by Eliza Clark, which is like weird girl horror-esque short stories. This one was actually a really anticipated read, and I just haven't gotten round to it yet. I found The Teller of Small Fortunes, which is a cozy fantasy, I believe. This is the Fairy Loot edition that I got in the subscription, and the artwork is giving spring vibes. And then we also have First Time Caller by B.K. Borison, which I have to read for a video project anyway, so if I could put it on the TBR, it would just lessen the volume of books to read. But these 3 are actually also calling my name. So I don't know which of these to go for. I don't think I'm quite in the mood for Itch just yet, so that one can go back onto the shelves. This one would be a good one to dip in and out of, and I don't really have any lit fic. All I've got at the moment is fantasy, so maybe this is actually a good one to put on there. And then first time caller, I'll get around to reading hopefully this month anyway. And then April's still spring, so maybe we can save this one for April or something. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So we've got, for a book with a pink cover, we've got Eliza Clark's She's Always Hungry. I think this will be our final pick, depending on if it's a chunky one or not. Let's see. The final prompt for March is Upside Down. Is a book with a place in the title. Oh, I've had a look around the shelves and I found a few books with the place, what was it? A book with a place in the title. Now, the first book I'm going to show you is the Fairy Loot adult subscription book for February. So if you haven't yet received yours and you don't want spoilers, look away. We've got Weaving Shore by Hiba Al-Wasiti. This is absolutely stunning. This is a gothic fantasy set on the moors, which sounds amazing. A world of danger, deceit and desire. And I have heard really good things about this from early reviews, so I am intrigued, but I'm thinking I've already got 2 gothic fantasies on there on the TBR, so maybe not this one for this month. We've also got Beartown by Frederick Buckman. This is a place, this is where this whole book is set, and I'm kind of tempted by this one actually, because it might break up the fantasy that I've got. I just know it's going to break me, and it is starting another series, and I want to at least get a couple series down before starting a new series. I know I've got One Dark Window on there as well. And then I've also got The Compound by Aisling Roll. I'm not sure. This is like a thriller horror novel. Yeah, Lord of the Flies meets Love Island. Says there are several rules at the compound. 1, do not discuss the fact that you are on a TV show. 2, do not discuss life outside the compound. And 3, do not harm another resident. The other rules will come into effect when the boys arrive. All rule breaks will be punished. I'm just really intrigued. I've seen some mixed things about this one, and it does have me intrigued. So I think I'm going to go for this one and see how I find it. Yeah, I think this is the one I'm going to go for. That wraps up the March TBR. This is interesting. I don't know where I thought this was going to go, but this wasn't the direction I was expecting. But actually looking at the stack, I'm really excited. So just to recap, we've got House of Sky and Breath as a mood read. We've got Eternal Ruin for a book with a black cover. The Compound for a book with a place in the title. One Dark Window for a friend recommendation. And then She's Always Hungry for a book with a pink cover. So there's quite a mix on here, and I will hopefully get to my Kindle reads that I want to get to as well. And we do also have the Buzzword readathon book on there. I'm looking at this actually and I'm thinking I could do this. But that is all for today's video, so I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you have read any of these, let me know what you thought of them, or let me know what you're hoping to read in March. But yeah, that is everything for today. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!